here before we get to the next on it. The Wizards, who are going full tank, and this article I was reading this morning was alluding to the fact that the Wizards are more willing to let this be a slow rebuild, as they think which we all know this year's draft class of 2024 is viewed very badly. It's like basically the weakest draft class since
Yeah.
Anthony Bennett. They're saying like it's like horrendously bad.
Yeah. And
It's a
like
great
let's be real here, Ciro. The 2013 draft class, if you remember the discourse around it, it was not that bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Nothing was?
Like if you
No.
remember, people
Oh,
like the 2013 discourse, like people weren't openly shitting on how bad the 2013 draft was when it happened.
Yeah, who ended up going there? You had Anthony Bennett, you had Giannis Antetokounmpo, you had Victor
Nerlens,
Oladipo.
Ben McLemore, Cody Zeller.
It wasn't really that bad, but this one,
But you know what I mean. Like
That's pretty bad.
it's not, yeah, if considering like those are some of the top picks in the draft. But anyway, it wasn't being talked about like a historically bad class.
yeah, because I think the undrafted and some of the second rounders pulled that
But
class
like,
off.
yeah, yeah. And even before the draft, it wasn't like every scout was saying, "Man, this draft sucks. Why are teams wanting to pick number one in
No,
this
but
draft?"
people are literally saying this draft actually fucking
Yeah,
blows.
people are saying that about this draft, which I've just found very surprising.
It's just
Like, I'm
because
not saying it's true or not, but
I've read
it's
multiple people say,
not
like
what
in
it's
their
at.
opening paragraphs for their mock drafts, they're like, "Hey, there is no clear consensus." They're like, "I wouldn't." I've heard multiple people basically say, "If I had a top five pick, I wouldn't draft anybody. I would trade out of having a top five pick."
Yeah, which in the NBA is in NFL that's commonplace. In the NBA, that's wild.
Yeah, they're basically saying like I read everywhere that they're like, "Yeah, nobody in this draft is a franchise-changing player or like
Yeah, like,
has."
and I'm not trying to diss on anybody in this draft class, but at least I can really only speak on the college guys that I've been watching. And like, I mean, Isaiah Collier's a good player. I like him. I think he's going to be a productive NBA player, but he is the best college prospect right now. And he's 6'5" with 6'4" wingspan.
And he might not even go like top
And
three
yeah,
because he's not physically like.
he is. He's super physically imposing. He is like a James Harden body type. It's purely the wingspan.
I think
No, he is. He's like 6'5", 220, brother. He is a
I
linebacker
I
body
was gonna
at point
say
guard.
kind of like Donovan Mitchell body.
But he's bigger than Donovan Mitchell. Like he has bigger, stockier shoulders.
True. I'm not a Collier fan.
He just I like him, but like I said earlier, he has T-Rex arms, and that's a really big concern. Like he has a 6'4" wingspan. Rondo was 6'1", but his wingspan was like 6'10". So
I also love how they're hyping up Cam Boozer and they don't who's the power forward version, but people don't know the his twin brother is Caden, who's a 6'9" point guard.
yes.
Everyone talks about
They're
Cam.
both insane. They're
No,
both insane.
everyone talks about Cam Boozer.
Uh-huh.
Like Cam because he
Yeah.
plays power forward, he's very similar to Cooper Flag. But no one talks about Caden, who I love Caden more. I'm on the Caden wave more than like I want Caden
Yeah.
more than Cam because he's a 6'9" point guard. Like if you look at all the clips of Cam,
Yeah.
the guy passing Cam the ball is always Caden.
Dude, it's crazy. The Boozer twins are crazy.
But
But it'll be interesting to see. Imagine this draft actually turns out to be like really stat. That'd be pretty funny.
yeah, so the report though I just wanted to get at was saying that people around the league expect the Wizards to remain one of the worst teams next season and in 2025 to 26 as well. So this is a 3-year tank, ladies and gentlemen. So get ready. Round of applause.
Go Wiz.
Go fucking Wiz.
Hey, Sarah, at least your Magic and your Timberwolves are actually good, so.
I know, I know.
But you know what's funny? It's like now that the Magic are good, the Celtics are actually beating them, which is just, funny.
It is funny.
Yeah.
So I wanted to wrap up our show today with these NBA trade rumor rankings. So by Hoops Hype to see what you guys think is the most legitimate things that could happen around the league, or what do you guys think as you know, basically the preface what could potentially happen. So basically they have